Hello, welcome to the Real Estate Regroup Show. I am your host, LJ Walker, a real estate investor helping you realize your dream of owning a home or investing in one. Today's show is for the night shift workers. There are people that work the night shift that are interested in getting into real estate, but they may not necessarily know how to. Well, I'm here to tell you, I have worked the night shift for over 25 years, and I believe that the night shift is the best shift when it comes to getting into real estate or starting to get into real estate. It does come with some challenges, of course, because the world pretty much works during the day while you sleep during the day, especially for those of you who work the graveyard shift. Now, here's the thing here's a few things you may want to consider when you are going to start out in the real estate business. First of all, of course, read as many books as possible during your own time. Whenever you find any downtime, instead of watching television or listening to the radio, read a book. And if you are going to be listening to the radio or watching TV, try to focus mainly on anything that is real estate related. You want to set a schedule as early as possible. Do this before you even get a deal. Definitely amongst family, friends, and others, you want to set boundaries early. And you have to also be consistent with what you have set. Don't be lenient with anybody, because there are some people, if you give them an inch, they take a yard. Don't backpedal, don't pussy pop, don't do none of that stuff. Just stay on course, and everybody has to fall in line. Whoever does not fall in line, you are going to have to cut them off. I know it's not something that's easy to do. It's easier said than done, but it's something that has to be done in order for you to stay on course and not lose your mind and not lose your money. Okay? Now, the other thing, it's best to have a separate phone line for your business, separated from any personal calls that you take. Also, it's good for receiving messages and texts. Two companies that come to mind is Talkatone and Google Voice. You can use those. Now, normally when you're first starting out, you're doing everything yourself. So what you should do is, as soon as possible, well, you're going to know right away, honestly, what you like and what you don't like. So what you do is you try to get assistance to help you manage whatever it is that you can't stand, whatever it is that you don't like. The next thing that you should have before you even start your business or before you buy your home, especially if you're going to be an investor, is I would join a mastermind group. There are some you pay for, but there are actually a number of them that are for free. Bigger Pockets, I know they have meetings every once in a while. Normally it's once a month. They started off being free, but they started to charge anywhere between $10 and $15. When you go there, and I do recommend going to those meetings, interact with as many people as you can. Normally there's one person in the room that already belongs to a mastermind group. That might be free. Find out where they are, where they meet, and go ahead and meet them. You can also go to RIA. Some RIAs, some of them, not all, but sometimes they do have people there that also have mastermind groups outside of RIA that meet up for free, and you might be able to tag along. And the reason why you want to do this is because a lot of times when it comes to real estate, especially, everything is not going to be found in a book. Everything is not going to be found in a course. Laws do change. People are not always the same that you're going to be dealing with. You also need to get referrals. When you're trying to do things on your own, it just takes a lot longer. You're kissing a whole lot more frogs, as opposed to when you go to a meeting, you meet with somebody, do your little networking, and they can refer you to people. It'll be a lot less strenuous on you when you're trying to find somebody qualified to help you do whatever job it is that you wish or intend to do. Because remember, there are different areas of real estate that you can get into as an investor alone. You could do wholesaling, you could do flipping, rehabbing, you could hold notes, tax liens. There's a plethora of different things that you can choose from. So that's one of the reasons why you want to go out there and you want to network when you can. Sometimes when you're going to these networking events, they may be during the time when you are normally sleeping, making it difficult. It may be during the day. What I would recommend is taking a day off, once a month, take a day off and going to those particular meetings. You also need I forget, another good resource is meetup.com. If you search meetup.com, you will find that there are some real estate meetup groups, and quite a number of them are actually free. You don't have to pay. So I would say go to as many as you can. See which ones you're comfortable with, as far as, obtaining the information and speaking to, if not the leader, if there's somebody in the room that you may be comfortable with. And remember, it may take a whole year. It may take less time than that. But, go to a couple of meetings. Don't rush to befriend people, and know that you're not necessarily there to make friends. You're really there to make connections, and you can get places sometimes further where you need to be with a connection as opposed to with a friend anyway. So the other thing that is very important when you are a night shift worker, besides your sleep, is your nutrition. You want to be alert, especially when you attend these meetings, especially when you're doing your business deals. So make sure you have your vitamins. Make sure you have a good doctor, because all of those are not created equal either, unfortunately. And you follow the rules of, get acquainted and know your body and know what's good for you, and just see how you react at different in different situations and at different stages of the game. You definitely want to get a lawyer before you buy a house or do any deals. One avenue that you can choose is one of the prepaid legal plans that are out there, which is a lot more reasonable than just choosing any lawyer at all. And then even then, you still need to be careful within those prepaid plans which lawyer you choose, because all of them are not created equal either. And the reason why is because, first of all, working at night, sometimes you're sent contracts in the day. Sometimes you might even be overwhelmed by stress and other issues. So although it's good for you to read a contract, it's even better when you have another pair of eyes to look over it for you. And the other thing is that sometimes when you're tired and famished, you have a tendency sometimes to make bad decisions and lose finances. So that's another reason why I would strongly suggest you get a lawyer. The next person that I would definitely suggest you can get a lawyer that also does taxes, a tax accountant, a tax lawyer would be great. Otherwise, I would say get an accountant that also does real estate on the side, that also invests on the side. They too can recommend people for you to work with as well. But definitely, if you are a night worker, it's highly recommended that before you get the deal, you organize your team, and doing so will make you a winner. Well, folks, that's all I have for you tonight. Hopefully, the information that I have shared with you will help you make smart financial moves. Remember, you can share this audio with someone. Each one, reach one, teach one. That's our motto. Bye for now. Until next time, have a good night.